Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. Today I want to talk about attraction. Everybody wants to know, how do you attract a certain type of person, okay? The thing you got to keep in mind is, the very first thing you have to keep in mind is, who are you trying to attract? What type of person or what look or however that person is, who are you trying to attract? Now, if you're just looking to be attracted to somebody because they're good looking, all right, maybe they have a great body and they're very sexy, that's all fine and good, you know, if you're just looking for a hot, steamy night in the bed. But if you're looking to attract somebody for something else, for a little bit more, for a lasting relationship, it's like I tell you guys in all my podcasts, you have to look for all these qualities that I bring up. You have to look at their character. You have to look at, are they a reliable person? Are they stable in their job? All these things, you guys. You got to look at their track record. Do they have like a bunch of kids from different women or different men? Are their decisions bad? But if we're just talking about attraction, okay, we're not even going to get that deep into like the relationship aspect of everything. We're just going to talk about, I want to be able to attract a lot of men or a lot of women or whoever you're looking to attract. The first thing I recommend that you do is you pinpoint what type of person you're going after, okay? Know your target. What type of person are you going after? If you're going after somebody, let's just say, quote unquote, that is a 10, all right, they're going to look for somebody that is also, in most cases, a 10, all right, unless you have something else to offer them, which in some cases is money. If it's not money, it could be something else. Maybe you have a nice spot they want to live in, okay? It could be a financial reason or however it is, because relationships are like bargaining, all right? People today are like, what's in it for me? What is in it for me? What am I getting from this person? Why do I want to attract this person? For a lot of men, they might be wanting to attract very sexy, hot women, okay? Because they think they're going to have great sex with sexy, hot women, okay? Which is not always the case, I want to add as well, all right? There's some women that are very hot and sexy that suck in the bedroom. And there's some women that are average looking that know how to rock it in the bedroom. So you guys got to remember that as well, okay? But if we're just talking about attraction, you have to look at what your target is. What type of person do you go for? And then you have to say to yourself, what do I usually see this type of person with? Who do I usually see these type of people with, right? If you see, for instance, a very good-looking guy, he's got a lot going for him. And you're saying to yourself, man, I want to attract him. He is fine. I want this type of a guy, right? You have to look and see, number one, all right, if he is a really good-looking guy that can get a lot of women, in most cases, a lot of women he will have. So if you're going for that type, okay, you're going for that 10, you have to understand that a guy like that, it'll be harder to be in a monogamous relationship with a guy like that, all right? Because he can attract a lot of women. He has his looks going for him, and who knows if he has other things going for him. Maybe he's very, he's got his act together, all right? Which makes him even more of a high value on the chart. So you have to look at yourself and you have to say to yourself, he's going to be looking at me and he's going to be saying to himself, you're attractive. Oh, you have something going for you. What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table for this person that this person should want you as much as anybody else? Now, if you're just bringing sex to the table, whether you're male, female, or whoever, all right, sex you can get sex anywhere. So you have to have more if you're looking to lock it down, okay? You have to have more. Now, a lot of men have said, they went crazy on one of the posts on TikTok because they were saying, these women, all they want is either a guy with money or, they go for these, these type of guys, in the skinny jeans, and they don't want good men and everything like that. That is not true, okay? Because I know a lot of women that want good men. Now, maybe they're not specifically attracted to you and you shouldn't take it personally. Maybe they're just immature. You got to keep something in mind, you guys, when you're out there and you're trying to attract people. Not everybody is for everybody. Just because somebody is not attracted to you doesn't mean you're not attractive. It just means that maybe you're not their type. You could be a brunette and they go for, you could be a curvy brunette and they like a skinny blonde. That's just their type. That's the type that they're attracted to. And you just have to accept it and say, okay, it's not a match. It's not a match. And that's what makes dating so difficult, because everybody has an idea in their mind what they're attracted to. Certain women, they might be attracted to the bearded type of guys, the beard game. Some women are attracted to the bald guys. Some women like the older men, like my best friend, she loves older men, okay? Some women I know like the younger guys. Everybody's got their type. But the thing is this, the person that you're trying to attract, you have to make sure that you are the type of person that they go for. For instance, when you're talking to somebody, let's just say you met them online, right? And you're talking to them. And let's say you're a person that's older. Let's say you're in the over 40 category and you're talking to somebody that is maybe your age as well, but they usually go for either younger women or younger men. If they tell you right off the bat, I usually date younger women, it's just a thing. I usually date younger women. That is a red flag, you guys. That is a red flag. Now, it doesn't mean that they can't like you and they can't, get to know you and everything like that. But that is right there, that's telling you you're not going to be their first choice. They may date you, and when they see something better, they'll move on to somebody else. You'll be like what they call a filler till what they like actually comes into play. So one of the things I always tell people is find out what type of people they used to date in their past. What type, what was their type? Did they date curvy women? Did they date skinny women? This is how you get an idea of what is their type. Because if you're not their type, in order to win somebody like that over, you have to be a superstar. You have to bring something to the table that they really want. And if it's not, your looks or your attraction, then in some cases, it's financial. Some people are in relationships with people that normally they wouldn't make them their first pick, but maybe they have something else going for them. Maybe they own their own house. Maybe they have a great job. Maybe they're offering something else. Now, the other thing when I'm talking about attraction that you want to keep in mind is how well do you see yourself? Okay? I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and it's so true. We often don't see ourselves for the image that we put out there, okay? Sometimes you think you're a certain way and you really are different. Like you could be very outspoken and not see yourself as outspoken. You could be somebody that talks all the time, and never shuts up and doesn't let somebody get a word in edgewise, and that could be very annoying, but you don't see yourself as that. That's why I always tell people, go to a close friend or a family member, somebody you trust, and ask them, how do you see me as a person? how do I come off to people? Do I come off very shy? Do I come off aggressive? Do I come off critical? This is really important. And whatever they come back at you, you have to be able to take the criticism, because the point is you want to improve yourself. You want to put out the best version of you. And if that person likes you, then they will be, it's a match, it's an attraction. But if they're really not feeling you, then you're not for them, and you have to accept it, you guys. So I always say, when it comes to attraction, there's a couple things that are really important. Number one, I'll go through the basics. You want to be a happy person. People want to be around people that are upbeat and happy. Nobody wants to be with a downer, right? The other thing is, people say eye contact. Eye contact is great and everything like that, as long as you don't come off like a weirdo, okay? And what I mean by that is, like, if you're staring somebody down, sometimes if you stare too much or something like that, you could come off as looking like you're very thirsty or very desperate. Just be normal. There's a way to give a nice glance, a nice smile, to kind of let somebody know they're interested without coming off and looking like, you're some crazy person staring at them. You guys get what I'm saying, right? So the other thing is, when you start to get to know somebody and you start to, talk to them, whether it's on the phone, you should always get on the phone because you get a feel for somebody on the phone. You could also, by getting on the phone, you'll get a feel of whether that person really likes you or they don't. When you text somebody, you can't really feel the emotions that you could feel when you hear it in their voice. You'll be able to pick up how interested they are to be on the phone with you. Somebody who really likes you is going to want to be on the phone with you. All right? They're not just going to want to text you. But if you want to build attraction, the other thing too is, when you're talking to that person, don't talk about your exes in the beginning, okay? Nobody wants to hear about the exes. Believe me, that is a buzzkill. A lot of men have told me that these women, they'll go on and on about how their ex, screwed them over or cheated on them or did all these things to them. And, they're either going to think you're still stuck on your ex, or, you did something wrong and that's why you're single now. So don't, if they ask about why your last relationship didn't work out, just be like, we were just different people. It didn't work out. You don't need to explain too much too soon in the beginning, okay? Number one, it's not their business. You don't want to divulge too much, because the other thing is, when you tell them too much, then they know how to alter themselves and put up that front so that they could try to make you think that they're all into you. So, like, for instance, if you told them, you were with a bunch of players and they played you and everything like that, they're going to try to portray to you, I'm not like these other guys. I'm not like these other guys, okay? So you want to be mysterious, okay? Mystery is key. I don't care who it is, whether you're a guy or a woman, you want to be mysterious. And the other reason you want to be mysterious is because you don't want to come off boring. If you are trying to attract somebody, if you tell them too much about your life, you are going to bore them to death, all right? And they're going to get to a point where they're like, they know everything. There's no need to keep contacting you because they already know your pattern. They know when you wake up. They know when you go for your cup of coffee. They know when you're leaving for work. After people, that's another relationship killer, you guys, is boredom, as we all know. So, you don't want to be too on the money, so to speak, because then people get bored with you. So you want them always to be coming back for more, all right? So you give them a little bit and you hold back. You always hold back a little bit to keep them coming back and coming back. See, this is a problem that a lot of women, a mistake that a lot of women make is that they move too fast. The guy comes on strong for whatever reason. That's usually a big red flag anyway, you guys. That's why I tell you to go slow, because you're really not going to know this person's intention until you give it some time and you really get to see them. Not in the beginning when their guard is up. Not in the beginning when the masks are on. You have to give it time and watch them and watch their pattern, watch their consistency, watch if they make time for you and that they're consistent in the long haul, in the marathon. Those are the real ones, not the ones that move fast and want to move fast with you. I'm telling you, believe me, trust me on this, because I've been through it 1,000 times. The people that move fast, you got to watch them. You have to watch them, all right? Because usually when they're moving really fast too soon, there's usually a reason, okay? So that's why you got to take it slow. And the other thing is, the mistake that women make is they move fast along with them. They say to themselves, oh, this guy is showing me so much attention. I'm going to move fast too. Like he's telling me how much he likes me and he's making time to see me and everything like that. Well, how long have you known him? Okay. That's the first question. How long have you known him? A month? That's not a long time. All right. So don't make the mistake of rushing, because when you rush, they will rush with you, and they will rush with you maybe because they want some benefit of being with you, which is usually sex, okay? There could be other benefits, could be a financial benefit, or they just like the attention or the ego, right? But the thing is, you don't want to move quickly with these people. You want to take it slow. And also for the other reason is you want them to keep coming back for more, okay? I had a good friend of mine, a girlfriend of mine. She was dealing with this guy, and she really was not really into him, all right? And he wanted her more and more and more. And why did he want her more and more? Because he could tell that she really was not feeling him. And I guess it was an ego thing or whatever. And the minute she started getting clingy, all right, after a couple of months, they were going out, they were doing everything. After a couple of months, she started to get a little bit clingy with him or whatever. And then, he wasn't showing her as much attention. So, I'm not saying that you play games. What I'm saying is you take it slowly, okay? She wasn't doing it to, play a game. She really was not feeling this guy in the beginning. And he was like wondering where she was, what she was doing and everything like that. And the tables turned. The minute that she showed more interest, the minute he felt comfortable. And once somebody feels comfortable with you, that's when they kind of take you, not everybody, all right? Don't come back at me and say, oh, that's not everybody. I'm not saying everybody. There's always exceptions to the rule. But that's when people start to, either take you for granted, lose interest. You got to remember something else. When they're talking to you and dating you, they could be dating a bunch of other people that you don't even know about. I tell people this all the time, all right? That's why people ghost, because they're probably out with somebody else. Or they have somebody, they have an old lady at home, or they have a girl, a situationship already. And this goes for guys as well, because women do that, or partner to partner. Believe me, everybody, there's a lot of people that operate like that. But the point I'm trying to make with this whole attraction business, all right, you're as attractive as the benefit that you offer that person. Whatever of value that you could offer to that person. Now, there's other attraction things as well. There's other benefits that people offer to people, all right, that keeps them coming back. The other attraction is ego. Now, a lot of people don't get this, and a lot of women don't get this. They'll say all the time, I don't understand it. He shows me how much he likes me, but we can never get to the next point. He's not making a commitment with me, all right? Or he's not moving forward, or he's telling me, he needs space or something like that, okay? A lot of times when people say they need space, it's because usually they're talking to someone else. Not everybody, you guys, but a lot of people do that, all right? They have something else going on, or they have something else in mind that they either want to pursue, or that whatever situation they're in with you, it's not doing it for them. So they're not moving forward. When it's right, people will let you know. There will not be that dark period of confusion where you're sitting there and you don't know where you stand with somebody. If you're sitting there and you're confused, okay, the reason that you are confused is because that person is not 100% into you, okay? So, know your target. Know what they like. Know what they want. Now, another thing I want to bring up is this, okay? You could have everything going for you. You could be super hot, super sexy. You could have your act together. You could have everything going for you. And that person still will not be 100% into you. And why? Because either A, you're not what they're looking for, or they're juggling a bunch of people, okay? They're a type of person, they're a player, and they like variety, okay? And I tell this to people all the time. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are, how sexy you are. If you're dealing with someone, if you're dealing with a guy that likes variety and always wants something new and likes that validation of being in the hunt, always conquering and getting that rush of having different women, don't take it personally. He's not for you, okay? And you have to accept it. That type of guy is not for you. And he's not going to come back and tell you that, all right? You have to pick up on the clues. How somebody treats you is how much they like you. And everybody's heard that 1,000 times, but it's very true. If somebody really likes you, they will be consistent, want to see you. They won't be vague about the relationship. There won't be that question in your brain. Trust your gut. Always trust your gut, okay? So getting back to what I was saying, you have to look at yourself, and you have to I want you to go look at yourself in the mirror, and I want you to say to yourself, am I happy with who I see in that mirror? Am I happy with that? Okay. Maybe I need to lose 10 pounds. Maybe I need to do a little workout in quarantine. Maybe I need to work more on my career and get my act together so I could be financially independent. And that's always great too, you guys. This way you never want to rely on anybody. You always want to have your own thing. I always say this because today or tomorrow, that person you were in relationship with, or that person you were married with, it may end up not working out and you're out on your own, okay? So you got to know how to stand on your own 2 feet, all right? You cannot be codependent on anybody else. You have the strength in you, okay? You just have to find it. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about on this, okay? You are made whole. Everybody is made whole. You just have to bring it out in yourself and realize your self-worth, okay? And when you realize your self-worth, you're not codependent on other people, All right. And I always say you need to, always have your own thing, because today or tomorrow you're dealing with somebody who's treating you lousy or treating you like crap. You could tell them, there's the door, bye-bye. Okay. So, you never want to be reliant on anybody financially at all. Trust and believe on that. But like I said, when it comes to attraction, look at yourself and ask yourself if you're happy with who you are in the mirror, okay? Or and when I say, I don't just mean looks, I mean you as a person, who you are, okay? You want to be happy with who you are. You want to know that you have done everything you can to be the best person you are. And when you feel that you are the best person you are, and you put it out there, and you're out and you're trying to attract people, and you've done everything you can with what you have to work with, if that person is not feeling you, then okay, that's fine. Then you're just not for me. Then I will find somebody who is feeling me. Okay. No worries here. No worries. Okay. So, don't worry so much about, I got to attract a lot of people. I got to attract a lot of women. I got to attract a lot of men. No, just be yourself and be the best version of yourself, and treat people with respect, and people that are of quality will treat you back with respect. And when somebody doesn't treat you back with respect, you don't deal with them, okay? We don't deal with that kind of negativity or any kind of toxic person along the way, all right? We want to lift our lives up. We don't want to bring our lives down. So the whole purpose of this podcast is to talk about attraction and, pinpoint down, how do you attract somebody? Know the type of person that you're going after. Know what comes with that person too, okay? Even as far as like a lot of guys say, oh, women, all they want are the bad boy types and everything like that. That is not true, you guys. Yes, there are a lot of women that like bad boys, no doubt. But a lot of those women don't know what comes with that, the headache that comes with that. Maybe a lot of the younger women might be attracted to it, okay? But later on, they say, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that headache, okay? Because they know that a lot of those type of dudes are juggling a lot of women, and they just, they've gotten past that kind of nonsense in their life. Somebody who's mature and responsible and healthy and knows what it means. They want to be with somebody that they could rely on, not somebody who's all over the place, okay? Or who has a headache, or you have to worry about them getting in trouble with the law, or you have to worry about them juggling a bunch of different women and you're in the circle of women. No, okay? Somebody who knows better is not going to go for that type of guy, okay? And if you're dealing with a lot of women that do go for that, okay, then you're picking the wrong ones. Point blank, all right? Just be the best version of yourself, and, have your friends or your family give you their critique of what they think, how you come off to other people. Be able to take the criticism, make a mental note, try to, change anything that you think maybe you're doing that you could change to better yourself or better your image. Okay. And you can once you have all these things, you guys, you'll have your self-confidence. And that everybody knows that's number one, is self-confidence. Once you know that you have done everything for yourself to make yourself a solid person, the best version of you, okay, and you have your self-confidence, believe me, you're not going to settle for less. You are not going to settle for less. So whoever you're dealing with, they're going to have to rise to your level, not that you have to lower yourself to somebody else's level. All right. And as far as attraction goes, you want to, everybody has their own style, how they dress. Just the bottom line is just be neat, clean, good hygiene, take care of yourself. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody's got to be perfect because humans are not perfect. You just have to be, a good person and the best version of yourself. And trust me, somebody's going to feel you if you're doing that. And that will be somebody who appreciates you for you. Okay? I hope that helps you. If it did, please hit the subscribe button and share, and have a great day. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz. I want to tell you about my 2 books that are on Amazon, okay? You can download them free with the trial membership from Kindle. The first book is Regain Your Power. If you're in a relationship and you feel like your partner has all the control in the relationship, maybe you're walking around on eggshells, you're afraid to approach them, it's going to tell you how to regain your power and be happy in the relationship, okay? And what you may be doing wrong, and that's why your partner has all the control in the relationship. The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time. There's a lot of people that are dating someone or in a relationship with somebody who's not really vested in the relationship. And we often are confused as to whether our partner really likes us or is into us or wants a future with us. And this book is going to give you signs and red flags of whether your partner is into you or he's just basically drifting and wasting your time. So go to Amazon and download the Kindle free trial membership. Doesn't cost you anything. And check it out. It may help you. Okay? And have a great day. Hi, it's Yaz, and I just want to let you guys know that if you're having a problem in your dating or your relationship, go to my website, link in the bio, and I'm offering email or phone coaching because everybody's problems are different, and sometimes you just want a confidential opinion on a situation you're in. You're confused, you don't know what to do. You love your partner and you're having problems and you just need somebody to tell it to you straight as to what's going on, why it's going on, and offer you some ideas of how to solve the problem. So go to the website, link in the description, and check it out.